All right, we are live.
We
So
are live
we are live, or not really live. I
ish.
mean, like ish, yeah, live-ish. I mean, we're always live, like even if we're not being recorded, but
We're not unalive,
this
which
is
is what you
true.
have to say on TikTok now, or all kinds of
What?
social media, social networks.
Yeah, I'm waiting for AI to tell me that I really go by my name. That's been fun. Hence why we're
I
not
think,
live on Facebook.
okay,
So,
I
oh,
think
well, let's
you should explain. So let's
Well, let's
introduce.
let so let's do introductions. So welcome to Stitching the Miles Together. This is a live because we're not going to edit it out, so it's still live, I guess, because live TV is live, And I have a studio audience today. My husband's playing a video game, so but he can't
The
hear you.
dog's
You're
in
my
here with
ears. There you go. So with a live studio audience, studios audience, we're fancy. We have studios in remote locations, but anyways. So we're Nichole and I stitched the over 4,000-mile gap between us with our love of yarn. And the yarn I'm working with today is a Lion Brand Woolly Thick and Quick. So yes,
I don't know what I'm knitting with.
yarn,
Yarn. Oh
yarn.
no, this is also Lion Brand. This is the downtown cardigan.
Nice. Oh, that's. It's funny because that thing looks a different color every single time I see it. Yes, but I like it. I like it. It's like a gray.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
beautiful gray.
So
Perfect
so
because that's all I want to wear. I mean, cardigan wise, because it goes with everything, pretty much.
Yeah, I have a
I'm
great
sorry.
cardigan. No, you're fine. You're fine. So, I'm Heather Spins Yarn everywhere you can find me online. Except on Twitter because Heather Spins Yarn is too long. But I'm not on Facebook right now. I mean, I can push things to Facebook from Instagram, but I can't actually interact with any of that stuff.
Nope.
So, yeah,
Because
because you can finish your introduction. So you're Know-it-all-Nikki, and
oh,
you're
um, you got it. Run with it.
run with it. Oh my
I
God.
know it all. Nikki, blogger, writer, amateur comedian, um, chronic starter. Let's see. I think that gives everybody a good picture.
Okay. All right. So.
I'm know it all Nikki everywhere. I am know it all Nikki on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, but I don't tick and I don't talk. I mean, I do tick because
Pacemaker.
heart joke.
Yeah, I got it. But pacemaker.
Where's our we need a band.
We do. That's gonna be. We've got two studios. Maybe when we're in a studio together, we can have a band.
That's
If they
2023 goals, right?
sure
A live band
a
in one of
live
the studios.
band.
Okay.
Yes. So
So
yeah. So
explain.
normally this podcast is live on the Heather Spencer Yarn Facebook channel. Yes, Facebook page. And like 2 or so weeks ago, I got this email from Facebook and it said that I needed to confirm my identity because it was reported that I am not who I like. I need to be like a person and I need to be using the name that I go by in real life. And if it's different than what's on my ID, that they can help me to like work through these steps. And it was kind of weird. So I don't click on links from Facebook, on like in the computers because it told you like, you can go in and that's how you can do it through your profile, like when you're in Facebook. And I
Right.
went in through that way
But you
and there was nothing there. So I was like, okay, hoax email, whatever. I got another email and it was like, I went in there and it, it errored out. Like, so I'm like, okay, well, it's probably just a glitch in Facebook. This happens, I didn't think anything of it.
Facebook
And
is a
I'm like,
giant glitch. Hear me,
right, like,
Hermes Zuckerberg. Facebook, giant glitch. Your AI sucks.
so yeah, so I went to go log in the other day and it said my session had expired, which every now and again your session expires, you have to re-enter your passwords. That's just safe.
Right.
And I did that. And it was like, we're sorry. You had ample time to like. There was all these things that I could have done, but the only way to access these pages is to log into Facebook. But they won't let me log into Facebook because they don't believe I'm me. So I had to upload photos. So I tried from my cell phone and it wouldn't let me. I'm doing all the different. So for my computer, so I had to take. It was just a thing, and they rejected. They rejected my ID and said it wasn't valid. So
They rejected your driver's license.
they did, and so I had to re-upload it, and now I'm awaiting. So yeah, so that is.
And so how did we escalate this?
Oh, so a friend of mine told me she had a similar problem, and that I should file a complaint with the California Attorney General's office. So that's what I did. I did that
I
yesterday.
mean, I could
So I was
just go
giving
down to
them the face.
ask for you.
Yeah, I mean, I had to. I mean, it's funny. So I had to like fill out this form, and yeah, it is what it is. And maybe like maybe I'm just on Facebook too much, and this is the good Lord telling me like to just
I
be off Facebook.
I
Although it
think
is crazy.
I
You
think
think what?
you should just have a backup profile.
Yeah, but
I know a
see,
lot of
then I
people
would.
that see, I know a lot of people that do, and the reason that they do is because Facebook does stupid shit like this. Go ahead, throw a quarter in. I don't care. That was a 50-cent swear right there.
I understand. I'm just trying to do things the right way, so we'll see. She said that once
Lightly.
they what?
Nothing.
She said that once she filed a complaint, it was like a week, and she had her Facebook page back again. So we'll
I think
see.
that's just stupid. And I told you about somebody else that I knew that they used certain words, and the words were just in regards to her breaking a glass and being thankful that they were not hurt.
Right.
Well, Facebook's AI, that's artificial idiocy,
Yeah,
found
I
it
know. It's
to
crazy.
be an issue. And I guess I don't know if she might have been issued a warning. I don't know if she's actually in jail. I haven't really looked today. But I mean that's ridiculous. So all right, so anybody, if you watch this and you try to, if Heather updates, she can go to Heather Dirtle, or she can go to Heather Spins a Yarn Facebook page. That's where this is
I
going to
can
get pushed to.
uh yeah, I don't think I can. No, I can't. The only thing I can push to Heather Spins the Yarn is my Instagram.
I can push it.
Well, I guess if you want to, sure.
I mean, what do you
But
have me
hopefully
for?
they've subscribed. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Just a friend, I guess.
What am I here for, Heather? If I can't push it, then
Oh, well, I
what am
guess
I
you
here
can
for?
put it over there. Yeah, I don't know. Who
So
knows?
if you see this on Facebook, if you see it on YouTube, you need to go to Facebook and you need to tell them that they're wrong. Heather really is who she says that she is. You've seen her in person ish, and
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
fine. She's using her real name, and
yeah.
nobody should be concerned. I just popped out of the picture there because my ball of yarn went rolling.
All right.
I think it's ridiculous.
So
But anyways, okay, so let's get into this show before Heather falls asleep.
I am tired.
I know you are. I
Um,
can tell.
oh, oh my goodness, it's been a long day. So, okay. So I did, well, so you're working on Downtown Cardigan, and that you can get on the Lion Brand website.
Yep.
I'm totally not affiliated with them, but at the time of airing, which would be like 12/20/2022, Lion Brand
Mhm.
was having a sale. I got notified on my email today with like 35%, like the more up to 35% off. Like if you bought 12 skeins of yarn or balls of yarn or whatever, like
Which
it was like the more
each
you
of
buy,
us
the more you
need.
save.
Which each of
Yeah,
us will
and
need.
Joann's is having a good sale too. I did get a bunch of yarn. I do have an acquisition to show you behind me over here. Um,
Of course you do.
but so I'm doing my one stitch wonder because there are probably people out there that are delusional thinking like Sunday is so far away and they could get Christmas gifts done. I know we are not of the Christmas gift giving of the knitting and stuff. Well, I am
No, I'm
because that's a
you
lie.
are. I'm not.
I I do. But this year I did it
On it further.
differently, and we can talk about that. So what I did was like so I think some knitters and crocheters or any kind of crafters like they want to give the finished object as,
Yes.
like that's the
Most
gift.
a normal knitter or
We'll
crocheter.
see. But what I did was, all right, I'm gonna open this up a little bit. I'm working on the one stitch wonder. So boop, 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 boom. If you are looking for a last minute gift and you can chain stitch, you can do this. I did it in a half hour. I timed myself the other day. I like under 45 minutes, I can have a completed cowl. It's really nice and warm. Woolies is on sale at Joann's right now. So, you can have a nice gift pretty quickly. Nice.
Yeah.
And there are other nice things. So anyways, and it works with all the yarn weights. Like this is 2 skeins of worsted weight held together. So
I should probably finish some of those slippers that I have on the needles.
you could. But what I did was my daughter has been wanting a cardigan and I got her for Christmas this year. So because we draw names, like we don't buy gifts for everybody. We just, the adults just, have names drawn. So
Right.
I got Alexis and Alexis really wants a sweater. She wants like this granny, it's not really granny square, but it's not a granny stripe because it's kind of like, it's a really big kind of granny square. It's hard to, because we haven't actually, she sent me a picture of, or she sent me an Etsy account and it was a lady selling the completed sweaters and she didn't also sell her pattern. She just sold the completed sweater. So we're trying to pick out a pattern that she would like to do. Or would like to have. So we met up at Joann's this weekend when I was in town. And so I let her just pick out the yarn for her sweater because I knew she was going to be kind of picky. And some of these yarns, I'm going to have to hold 3 of them together to get. So she had this color palette that she envisioned. It took her like an hour to pick out all of these colors. And at first she had yarn weights of all sorts of things, all sorts of everything. And I was just like, Alexis, whoa, this is kind of crazy.
Just like put the yarn down. Tell me what colors you want.
So can you see all 6 colors?
Yes. I
Okay,
think that's going to look nice.
Oh, it's going to be gorgeous. She's really excited. So, because I told her, I said, I just want to get one of each color. It's not important because of the way the granny stripe goes. I'll be able to get at least one chunk, so even if they're not the same dye lot, some things you really want to be in the same dye lot, some things you don't. Like if you're doing a blanket that's all one color, you definitely want to get the yarn on time, but or a garment or something like that. But something like this where you're not going to like the temperature blanket, it's not as important for it to be the exact color.
Right.
So this is nice. So Alexis and I are we're picking out a pattern, and then these guys here, these 2 she couldn't find colors in the bulky yarn, so I'm just gonna hold 3 strands together for each one. So
nice.
So yeah, so
I
that
like
was my and Line Brand in store it was buy 2 skeins, get a 3rd one for free with the Line Brand yarn, and then the K and C yarn was that too. But then they were just all ringing up with a discount on them, so I don't think I had to buy them in multiples 3 because I got a bunch of skeins for I'm teaching that crochet class, so I bought some fun colors in that, so I can also make some class samples, and then if people wanted to buy crochet lessons for someone for Christmas.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I picked up some hooks and some yarn and stuff, but this one's going to be mine.
I can teach people how to start, but that's all.
Well, for what? For crochet?
I can teach people how to start knitting. I can teach people how to chain. But
Well,
after that,
see the chain. Even you can do this. This wouldn't be a completed thing for you. Not that you need to do it. So
anybody I would give it to is not even remotely close to get it by Christmas.
Well, this is true.
That's true.
Welcome to the new
okay,
year.
So in store and online, So according to my Joanne app,
Mm-hmm.
it's 40% off any one regular priced item. Uh, $5 off your purchase of $35 or more. No, in store. That's in store. There's another one, $10 off your purchase of $50 or more. But here's the thing: the only thing I don't like is I don't think you can combine any of them.
No, not the bigger ones, but some of the other ones you can. I don't know. The
Yeah.
Joann Fabrics coupon, or the ladies at the checkout, they are magical. Um, but like I was looking on
Maybe
Joann,
I'll
I have it open. It's open on another tab. Like it's like on Joann.com right now, like Lion Brand Woolies yarn is on sale for $3.84 a skein. It's normally $5.49, so we save $1.65.
All right, that's it.
It's
Next time I go into Soldotna, I am going to snap pictures of some of the Lion brand yarn prices because we do not get them that low when they're on sale.
well, this is just online. I don't know if this is in. I don't know if this is local to them or not. Like I don't know if
Okay,
this is local. When I was at Joann's on Saturday, no Sunday. I was at Joann's on Sunday morning. I was able to, that was they had buy two get one free. That's how
right.
theirs was working that day. So
Well, we'll have to
let's see.
compare sometime soon, I think.
Sure.
So you have a sweater for Alexis, and you have your One Skein Wonder, or wait, no,
One Stitch Wonder.
One Stitch Wonder. One Skein Wonder is a book. I have it. It's up there.
Yes, which is
Wait,
why that it's not called it. It is one
there.
skein though, and it's. I mean, because I, I was hoping to get this done before, but we ended up going to the cottage and getting stuff.
Right.
Which
So
is why you can
what's
probably see behind me.
I mean, I see some things, but I'm not concerned about it. All right, so what else do you have to tell me about? Because I guarantee that all of the stuff in the show notes, I'm like, yes, Heather, Heather, Heather. Like I'm not working on anything. I'm not I'm not.
I
I'm
did
almost
get over.
I'm almost anti-knitting at this point. You don't want to know.
All right. Did you drop stitches on anything?
I thought you said you didn't want to know.
I didn't want to know. All right. So we're anti-knitting.
We're
So
anti-knitting right now.
so we could talk about crochet. So here's overlapping life. So here's the body, but then this is the top. Very excited. It's going off to tech editing tomorrow.
I like it. I think I like this version better than the first
Me
one.
too. Me
But
too.
I mean that happens with a lot of things. It's like the first pancake.
The first.
Do you know?
Oh, okay.
You've ever heard that?
No,
You've ever heard that?
no,
The first pancake you make is usually kind of ugly, but then all the other ones after that turn out like they're supposed to. No?
no.
Somebody
We don't need
please tell me that I'm not the only one
a. I'm sure you're
who,
not.
who knows about this. It could be
I'm
just
sure
my
you're
cooking. All right, moving on.
not. I don't make a lot of pancakes. The whole,
So,
gluten thing.
would you give if you don't is Alexis's sweater going to be done in time for Christmas?
No, she knows that. Like
So it's an IO.
it's an IOU, which I think is totally appropriate for, like, I think about how, you want to make somebody, like my sister, her birthday present, was her, is a little like sweater thing, but she'll get it eventually. But like she picked out the pattern. We talked about the color. I'm actually going to spin the yarn for that because I have wool in the color that she wants the yarn to be. So I figured I
Nice.
wanted to make it. So yeah, so I have that's that.
Nice. I'm not, I mean, I could do IOUs and I could get those slippers finished up and ship them off to where they need to go. The other ones, and then I have ones that I can obviously, it didn't take me very long to do one slipper. I think it took me maybe an hour. If I were to sit down and just
Right.
start to finish it, it
You
would be
were,
an
I remember you messaging me about that. You were pretty excited with the quickness that it took.
yeah. And that's in a previous episode, but I also shared the book that I got that pattern from, and it's a Lion brand book. And I got it at Joann's
Nice.
in store. So,
Nice.
um,
Nice.
so I mean, theoretically, I can have presents under the tree for people.
Just wrap up some yarn, some IOUs, some I don't know. I think I but I don't I look at gift giving differently, I think, than a lot of people do. So
Yeah. No, that's
yeah.
okay.
But yeah, so she knows, and I would rather, especially her, I would like Errol, I would surprise, but her, she needs to like I'd rather her be involved because she will tell you
Right.
what she does and doesn't like about it. And she is very excited about this sweater. And you know what's awesome is I said, well, this is like your gift. Like this is like it, And she's like, well, I know. She's like, if you could have bought it for me off of Etsy, it would cost $350 because that's what the lady was charging. And so like I think I'm glad, like, like it's not like, oh, well, you can just do it. Like my daughter appreciates that, and like most of my family members do. And I think that that's really, I don't know. I think that's really nice because I watched a reel the other day, and I'll have to see if I can find it and I'll tag you in it.
Okay.
And it said it was this girl, and she said she just wanted to, like, an unpopular opinion. Like she's like, most everyone in your life is not knit worthy.
That is
Like
very
most,
true.
and because we think just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should do it. And it's like that with so many things. But so just because you can, like I would rather give the gift of learning how to knit or crochet.
Yes. I mean, like I said, I can teach people how to start.
And bonus with this one, if you like give the gift of yarn and needles, and then or a hook, and then after a while they decide they don't really want to learn, it's not for them. Oh, here, let me give this to you because you knit or crochet. So see, bonus, you're getting that yarn. You may have the potential to get that yarn back.
You said hook, and my brain immediately went to General Hospital where there's a serial hook killer on the loose.
Like, okay, so the serial killer has a hook, or the serial I'm sorry, or the
Serial killer has a hook. They're like,
okay,
their hand,
okay.
like
Well,
Captain
see,
Hook.
it was either that or like some serial killers have like fetishes, things that set them off, and I'm like, are there really so many people in this town that have hooks? Like that was like like that would be the thing. Like, oh
No,
but
it's
no, it's
totally.
a sealer. Although you would think you would notice someone with a hook running around. I'm just saying.
I mean, I think they're very sleuthy about it. They're very on the sly. They haven't been caught yet. They've killed 2
But they have a
people.
hook for a hand.
Well, I don't know that it's actually their hand or if they're holding the hook, because all you see is the hand coming
Oh,
up
okay.
and the hook.
So see, immediately when you say I don't, maybe they're not holding their hand, and I look to my foot, like, how would I hold a hook with my foot and murder someone?
I mean, it could be their hand, but they could be holding the hook in their hand. See, like this. Ring, ring, ring. Look, see?
I see.
But if my hand was like up my sleeve and all you saw were the okay, never mind.
Okay, but
But
you
that's where my
understand my
head
point. Like, if someone was walking around with a hook for a hand, you would like, but
but
it
you see
can't be
my
that
point.
easy. I do see it. I see your point.
I don't know. They've been running this storyline for at least a month, maybe 2 now. So
Somebody lose a
I
bet.
don't
You
think
like
this.
wonder sometimes.
I don't think this hook killer is going to be caught before New Year's Eve. Oh, that would be a great climax to the end of the year, though.
They could hook you in the next year. Sorry. All right.
We'll hook you up in next year.
Speaking speaking of next year, I don't think anyone has commented on whether or not they wanted to do book club. So I'm going to say that's a big fat no for first quarter. We're just going to, that's gone. We don't want to deal with that.
Right.
We are, but I am very interested in temperature blanket.
Me too.
Uh,
If somebody wants to gift me yarn, that would be great.
I'm on it.
I was
and
saying, not you. I don't like you to
whatever,
gift me the yarn.
whatever. So,
Lion brand.
I'm working on it. So I'm looking over at my computer now, which is why I'm turned sideways.
Okay.
Because I have the Lion Brand site pulled. Well, I have Joann's site pulled up because Lion Brand is currently they're sold out of some, and so they have big X's through them when they're sold out of. Because we had talked about, Nichole and I talked about, and I don't know if it was on the last podcast or it's something that we talked about off air, that
No, we
Woolies.
talked about it. I think we've discussed that we want it to be affordable for
Right.
everybody to do if they want to do it along with us. And obviously we were looking in Lion Brand's direction when we were considering affordability. I think that's as
Well,
I
and
think
I
we
wanted
talked
something that
about it
had
all.
some natural fiber.
Yeah.
I need there to be, because when I work with 100% synthetic fiber, my hands get tore up and I get real shocky. But I've noticed there's a direct correlation between that. So,
Yeah, I don't think we discussed exactly which part of Lion Brand we want. Do we want the lion or the lamb? I don't know.
So I didn't get as far as colors because there's not really a whole rainbow of colors going on right now. But I did. So we'll need 11 colors.
Okay.
So with that in mind, I don't know, like, because my thought was if we did something like Lion Brand Woolies, you can get it online at Lion Brand. You can get it like at other places. You can go to brick and mortar stores and get it. Like there's so many places that you can get it. It's a quality yarn. It's machine washable and dryable, but it's still got that little bit of wool content in it. I like it. I got a skein of it when I was on my Joann trip. But the colors, they have 18 colors available.
Okay. Cool.
And a lot of them are, I mean, I like all the colors. I think they would look very nice together and we can just pick 11 of them, but that's up, like, but it's not going to have so many, like, I don't know.
Let me go with you. You're on
So
Joann?
yes, I'm at Joann's. Yeah. So I'm on Joann's and the Woolies. So yeah.
You know what? I'll just look at it on my phone, actually.
Okay.
I just had it open.
Cool. Because then what I can do is we can kind of go over it if we decide this is what we want to do, and if other people want, because I will. Do you have it pulled up?
I'm
Pulling it up.
getting there.
Okay. So we have decided that we're going to do the temperature blanket, and we're going to pick the same colors for our temperature range. So at the end of the year, we can look and see. I found mitered squares and how to join them, so you don't even have to. You'll be done with your blanket, done when you're,
Oh no, I have a pattern for a mitered square blanket and how you knit them, how you join them as you go.
Okay. Another fun thing is the hexie puffs too that you had the pattern for.
Yeah, I know.
That would be cute, but I'm not going to try to do hexie puff like little those. That'd be kind of. Well, I guess it wouldn't be hard, but anyway.
So what color are you looking at?
Well, I just have all 18 colors open, like, because that's all they have. We need 11 colors and they have 18. So, like, how do you want to pick? Like, do you like those colors? Like, that's.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so we can pick, like, so I think, like, so I have two thoughts, which will be fun, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? So it would be neat to do like to pick a color that you would maybe go around the whole outside with, and then I think that like each month, each the first day of every month, I'm going to make a square in that color. Like it's not any of the colors that I'm having, like some sort of variegated yarn or something. Although there is no variegated yarn in this stuff. So remember how
True.
I told you
There
like
are
my
Heathers.
special days?
There are Heathers. Heathers. Heathers.
Hmm.
Heathers.
A lot of them are heathered.
I know.
I like heathered yarn.
I know you do. I don't, but it'll be fine. No, I like these colors. The white, antler, oatmeal, cranberry. I really like cranberry and blue mist. I really like those.
All right. So let's just start with like the what do you want anything below 0 to be? Do you want to do like a white?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I went out to my car yesterday. It was 1 degree. As we got closer into town, it it went all the way down to like -14.
Ooh.
But then when we got into town, it came up to 4. So,
All right. I think that the white multi is like actually shimmery. So
oh, that might be pretty.
yeah, I guess it'd be really cold days, huh? All right.
I
So
mean, I have a lot of those.
all right, white multi. All right. So that would be 0, -10 to 0 degrees. So for 1
Yeah.
degree to 10 degrees, what do you want? Or is this something that
We should probably
figure
figure
out
all of this we should probably figure all of this out like
off
outside the
air?
show and then
Yeah,
come back and like tell everybody what we've picked because in the new year we might have some more availability on colors.
maybe. Maybe. Yeah,
Maybe.
well, we just have to get through January's colors because we don't have to pick everything as long as by the time we get to that temperature range. Like, okay, it looks like we're gonna.
True.
So if you guys are interested in joining us, please leave a comment below. We're coming up with a hashtag. We haven't figured that one out yet, so we want to come up with a hashtag. Um, and then if you do the temperature blanket along with us, and use this hashtag that we come up with, I want there to be some sort of prize at the end of the year. Like we'll come up with something, you know. So, and
Yes.
maybe as we go through, we can have like incentives too. You know, we don't really know how the year is taking us, so or how the year is taking us through next year. So,
Yeah, we don't know.
um,
We have no clue what's going to happen in 2023. And if anybody does, I have some really important questions I need to ask you. So get in touch with me. Send me a message.
all right. So we will for the next before the next show and during the next show we'll talk about it too. But we'll both post our like the temperature blanket, like what we thinking now, like for the temperatures
Yeah.
based on the colors that are available to us. So, or at least for January. And if you, like I said, if you're interested in joining along, please do so. So, but
Yes,
yeah,
we
I
would love
think
to have
that
people join us. I mean, I know Texas would all be like 100 degrees. Like if we went through the actual like rainbow type colors, then you would think that like blues would be really cold. Blues and violets would be cold because
right.
your lips turning blue. Let's see, you're losing feeling in your appendages, so purple. Um, and then the really warm temperatures would be like orange, yellow, red, that kind of stuff. Like I said, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have a lot of blue. My blanket is probably going to be mostly blue and green with
There's
maybe a
really, I don't know, that's those colors. I don't know. We might, I don't know. We'll see. Some like those colors may not have like a lot of. There's not like a lot of different blues.
no, I know. That's the sad part. That makes me very
So,
sad.
I told you the temperature doesn't have to equate to the color. It's just whatever one we assign to it.
I know, but I thought that would be really cool though to have that you know, temperature, the hotter it goes, the redder or whatever it gets. I don't know. Orange, yellow, fire.
Fire,
Fire.
fire.
Um,
All right.
yeah. So, but so we'll figure this out off air, and we'll announce it probably like the next show, maybe.
When's the next show?
I don't know. In January. The next show is going to be in January because I really want to take that week of Christmas. So I want to take that entire week off. I really want to take off 2 weeks, but I remember telling Heather that it would only be that we could start fresh at the beginning of January. So we're going to do that. So whatever the first week in January, we should have a show. And God willing, it'll be live.
We'll just have to get to 100 subscribers on our YouTube channel. We'll have to.
Yes, that's what we want for
some
Christmas.
shorts or
We want
something.
100 subscribers on our YouTube channel. That's what we want. We can put it in a stocking for all I care. A little stocking stuffer with a card. Well, congratulations, 100 subscribers. We would love that. That would be awesome.
So let's see here. We're talking about gifts. And so you can always ask the people in your life to get you, gift cards to places. Not you, but our viewers too. I mean, you could ask them too. But
viewers can get me gift cards to places. I mean, I have Joanne's.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of places online. We can go online. Nitpicks has online ones. Jimmy Bean's Wool, all sorts of different ones. I know Jimmy Bean's Wool is nice. So, so you can shamelessly send this to the gift givers in your life.
Yep.
And you can tell them, tune in at this part right here. Like, I'll let you know where to, So what are 5 things off the top of your head that you would love to help you with your crafting? And they don't necessarily have to be like, like yarn.
5 things?
Sure. Or just 1 or 2. Like, what are some things that, and would you accept IOUs? Like, if they said, Mom, this is on its way to you, like, you totally accept that, right?
I would totally accept that. Blocking mats.
Nice.
And
if they make a trip to Walmart, you can buy. You don't have to necessarily buy blocking mats. You can get the squishy interlocking mats. You can get them in the toy section. You can get them in like the hardware section, but they're the squishy interlocking blocking mats. You can get your mom a nice set for like $20. She would love you forever.
Right. My children are not going to watch. Trust me. So we're talking about somebody else's children right now.
Yeah.
My children won't watch.
You could set I would like you would just shamelessly say go to the whatever, I don't even know, 3902, go to 3902 where Heather is saying, look,
where Heather shames my family.
Yes. I'll send it to them. No.
Blocking mats would be awesome. That would be something, a definite yes. And
do you have Staples there?
No.
Oh, that's sad.
I know.
Sorry.
Thank you.
So somebody had tipped me off one time in a knitting group. You can get T-pins, stainless steel T-pins at Staples for ridiculously cheap. I just had no idea.
I believe that.
So I did. I had to buy some one time. I mean, we definitely don't have Staples here, but I don't have a
Right,
Walmart here either.
right. Well, you're on an island. You don't exactly have room for a Walmart where you're at.
No, I don't. I get
No,
asked
no
often enough
super
to where a
Walmarts.
Walmart is. It's on the other
The
side of
gas
the lake.
station's gonna be as that's for another podcast, but it's gonna be as big as a Walmart.
Yeah, it's not
Nah.
going to be as big as a Walmart. It's getting bigger
Um,
though.
so okay, so what things would you like related to that will help you along in your crafting in the new year?
You know what? Tape measures. I never seem to have enough tape measures. They're never where I leave them. So tape measures, yes, definitely a yes.
Disappear. I have one for you.
Yeah,
Do you
but
know what
I
mine says
also,
on?
but is that the one that we got when we were at the yarn store? Yep. Yeah, because I asked her if she had any, and she was like, "Oh yeah." And then I was like, "Do you want one too, Nichole?" She's like, "Yeah," 'cause she was funny.
Yep.
Um, but I could always use tape measures because I always have so many works in progress that I don't, you know, the tape measures are always something
Yeah.
nice. Um, yeah.
Um, that's it. I've seen these really, really cool, and I'll see if I can find a link for them somewhere. Um, oh my gosh, now I have a dog under my desk. This is ridiculous, you guys. It really is. Why don't you go find Pop Pop? Where's Pop Pop? That is what my husband calls himself.
That's hilarious.
It is hilarious. Probably because he didn't want me to come up with his name. So I'm gonna see if I can find them, and I will obviously send you the link, and I will link people up to them. But I have seen these. They're like Post-it notes, okay? But they
Yeah.
have a hole in the corner. They're like not as
Okay.
big. They're not as wide as Post-it notes, but they have a hole that fits through a needle or a hook perfectly.
Okay.
And somebody I know had some, and they gave me some, not a lot, but they gave me a few. Or did I get those? I don't know. I don't know how I ended up with some, but I have a few. And they said that that's great for putting on your needles when you walk away from your project to remember what row you're on, to
Interesting.
remember your count, to remember your rows. And I was like, oh, that's so ingenious. And I can never find mine. Like I don't have like a full stack of them. It's just, maybe like a half stack, but I can never find them. Those would be awesome. I'll have to see if I can find a link for them. I mean,
Cool.
I don't think
Yeah.
they just purposely took a thing of Post-it notes, cut it in half, and then took a hole puncher. That would be a lot of work.
It would be a lot of work. Although if you have
That's
Post-it notes and a hole puncher, then you could just, make them at home. Like, as you need them.
as
You don't
Nikki
have a
starts
hole
looking for a
puncher?
hole puncher.
I have many hole punchers.
Um,
Are you
okay, so
surprised by this fact?
no, I have a 3-hole puncher.
Well, you could use one of the holes in the 3-hole punch then.
I mean,
You
I'm
know, you could
sure
put
I
it in there.
suppose, but
I am just coming up with solutions for you, and you are just wanting to spend your dollars.
I don't have any dollars to spend. That's
Well, see, there you go. You can
this
start
is all
selling them.
wishful.
Nichole will send you. It's this novel thing that she came up with herself. These are going to be
Um,
handmade by Nichole. No, you
exactly.
will not receive them in time for Christmas.
No, you will not. You might get them in time for Earth Day. Look at all this paper I wasted. Look at all these trees I killed. Um,
You didn't murder the trees.
I
I
unalived them.
mean, I don't,
Okay, so last thing. What do you want to tackle next year? Besides our temperature blanket, what do you want to tackle? You always ask me if I could ask you.
Oh gosh, yeah, you did kind of put me right on the spot, didn't you? Well, I
Oh,
do. I bought a set of dedicated chia goo needles, like really tiny ones, so I can start making socks because I like the socks that I make, and I want to make them tighter. So I'm gonna have just a pair of socks on the go because we all know how I like to take my knitting walking. But my big thing for 2023 is I want to get my ebook done with all my patterns in it. So I'm really excited about that.
yes.
So
You can do it. I know you can. I
so
have a
yeah,
lot of faith
so
in you. So does
I'm
Erwin.
really yay. Yeah, so overlapping life 2.0 will like be, but all of this like it'll all be different patterns that use all these different like motifs that are in this hat, and it's just gonna kind
I
of, oh
have a
gosh, she
dog.
really is excited. I see you have a dog. He's like all up in there.
He's
So
super fluffy.
yeah, there's gonna be a hat, and then
Get
there's
down.
like
Okay, go, go.
there's gonna be like a head kerchief that can also be a cowl, and then there's gonna be like a bigger like poncho type thing. And there's gonna be a sweater and a wrap, and the sweater can be like a vest or with sleeves. I'm just like, and like there's rain gloves, there's gauntlets. It's like really, it's gonna be a nice collection of stuff that you'll be able to purchase individually. But I'm hoping that people want to get the book. So
I think that would be a great value. I think that would be a lot for people who are watching their pennies and their nickels to get the ebook. And if they don't like a project for themselves, give the ebook to somebody else and tell them to pick out a project, and that's what they can have for Christmas next year. I don't know how many things are going to be in the ebook. Do you think like 12, one for each month?
um, there's gonna be different variations. So maybe I don't know because I like
I bet.
I'm like, because I'm sketching, still sketching everything out because I'm like, right now I'm working on the next piece, and then that's like the like the it's going to be like for bigger hair. Like, so if you want to wear your hair down or you have bigger hair and you don't want
Oh,
to
I
put it up in
don't
a hat,
mean like
so it's going to be like a,
my like big hair,
yeah.
my
Yeah, so
large
you don't
hair.
have to, yeah, so you don't have to tuck it up in a hat. I mean, you'll still have it on your head like this part, but it's going to be open, but you can still make it a hat. I don't know. I have to, that's going to have fun naming the things, and I need to be looking for testers and stuff. So if you are
Oh,
an
let me name stuff.
adventure, all of it's going to be crochet.
I can still name things.
Oh, name things. I thought you said you wanted to test things. Yes, you can help me name
No,
things.
I'm not going to make any. No, I will not make it. I will cheer you along from the sidelines. I am more apt to knit some pom poms for this part, but I will that I can do. I wonder if I could knit pom poms. I don't see why not. And I don't mean like the fuzzy little hat pom poms. I mean like the.
Make some
I'm gonna
ichor.
look into
Like
that.
you totally could, yeah, you could totally make pom poms. You
I
could
don't see
take
why.
and make like little things, like, like I would around your hand, and then
See,
you can
Heather's
take,
already got it figured out.
yeah, you could totally make pom poms. That's not like hard at all. So,
Um, so is that all you want to tackle?
um,
I
I
mean,
mean,
that's
I have
pretty
some
big.
different,
I mean,
I mean, it is
I
really
don't want
big.
you to
So,
think like you have to have like a dozen things on your list.
I mean, I have garments that I want to make and stuff, and but like a lot of it's going to be stuff that like prototypes that I'm making for me for the book and everything like that. And then my socks, and then obviously I want to tackle my daughter's cardigan and the baby's blanket, and I have some baby things that I'm going to be making. And I'm sure
Yeah.
Vivian will have some projects that she wants Mimi to do. Oh my gosh, speaking of Vivian, so we kind of went together with Alexis and we got Vivian an iPad for her birthday.
Oh
It
boy.
was a used iPad. It was a used iPad, but it was still like it was because like she can do her programs and stuff. She's like, it definitely works, and she loves to draw, like digitally draw. So
Right.
but yesterday Alexis ended up installing iMessage on it, so she was able to text us. So texting with her was the cutest thing ever. She was sending me photos and stuff. She's like, I miss you so
Alexis,
much, and sending me all these emojis. So sure, Alexis
at,
is
at
happy.
what point? Or at what point are you going to tell Alexis, hey, so you need to accidentally uninstall that?
No, I don't mind that at all.
No.
I love chatting with her. Oh, Well, and she listens if you tell her, like I told her, we were eating and I was getting ready to watch TV and she's like, okay. Because Alexis limits her time on her devices. So,
Right.
but no, I don't
Nice.
I don't think it's bad. She feels like she's connected and I think that that's fun. It was like she's like sending me all these texts. It was so cute.
Wait till she starts signing you up to make things for her friends. Oh, my Mimi can make that. Oh, let me just chat her. I could see that. I could definitely see that with Vivian. Yep,
Perhaps.
perhaps.
All right. Well, I believe our first show in the new year will be in January, that Thursday, which I think is the 5th. Well, let's see, Sunday.
I'm gonna look.
Okay, you're gonna look. Okay, good, good.
I am. It is. It is January 5th.
All right, so
Same
January
time, same
5th.
sandbox.
Yes, 4 o'clock Eastern, noon Alaskan. I may host some sit and stitches over the course of winter break, which I will talk about on Instagram. I'm in the process of getting some things set up because like other things that I want to do is I want to get like some stuff on like my website and my like my Patreon and like a lot of like little things set up. I feel like there's something on my face right there. A lot of little things set up that I need to do like some stuff in the background so that I can update things more regularly. Nichole
Yeah.
will be happy.
I mean, Nichole wouldn't be mad about it. That's for sure.
What about you? What do you want to tackle in 2023?
Yeah. Now that we kind of have a spot where the sewing machines can kind of go, because we have 2 of them. I want to get my sewing machine repaired. It will currently only go in reverse right now. I don't know why.
Oh gosh.
It's like a car that will only drive in reverse. And then and so I want to get that fixed. If that doesn't happen, then I'll use the other one. And I have some patterns for bags, and I would really love to make some new like project bags. I would love to make project bags. I love project bags.
That
You
would
know how
be
much I
fun.
love project bags. But
Maybe
then
this could become more.
that's if I get that far with it. But then I also want to kind of recreate this.
Oh my gosh, you've had that bag forever.
I know. Look, it's starting to fray around here.
Wow.
And I've got there's oh my gosh, it's coming apart on the inside. I wish I could find the lady who made it. I got it from Etsy. And it
Should
was
be in
like
your transactions.
the store doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
And I even if I could just like contact her and be like, thank you so much. This is like the most well loved and well used bag that I think, purse, bag, tote, whatever, that I have ever owned. And yeah, I just want to sing her praises, but I don't even know. So my plan is to make one similar, maybe a little bit
Nice.
bigger.
Well, you know what worked
Wider.
and what didn't in that.
Yeah, like yes, but that's along the lines of kind of what I'd like to do. Those are my tackle for next year, plus all of the unfinished objects, blah blah blah. A certain sweater, Winston.
I almost wore mine today. I took it off.
I
I had it
appreciate
on
that.
though.
I appreciate that. I feel like every time you put it on, it's just like rubbing salt in my open wound.
I did look awful cute in it because this hat matched one of the stripes, and then I had some like little booty. Like I looked very cute. I will
believe.
have to share. I will have to share a photo of of how, because the girls and I took a picture together. I've been trying to take pictures with them every time we're together. So especially
Adorable.
since we won't see each other for, next time I think I'm seeing them is when Errol has the baby.
Right. That's got to be exciting.
It
You'll have
is
to let
sad
me
that
know
I'm
when
not
we are
there.
officially on baby watch.
I will have to let you know. Yeah, she's 32 weeks right now, and she's measuring 33.
So baby
And
watch
her,
2023.
yep, she's due February 2nd, I believe. They
Okay.
changed it, so she's hopeful that I'll be able to make it. I told her we'll see. I mean, I will definitely make it there, but whether, the baby waits for me to make it there is a whole nother story.
If the baby wants to wait, that would be great. But we know babies don't wait.
No, especially, I told her I went from 6 to 10 to baby, like in like 45 minutes. And she was like, I keep telling my midwife this, and she's like, I'm sure everything will be fine. Like, my babies didn't wait around; they just leapt right out me.
I had to forcibly remove all of mine.
Well,
They
I
had
mean,
to
like
all be
mine were.
evicted.
Well, I mean, Alexis was, and I was induced with Alexis, but Errol, I was not. She was just 2 weeks late. Alexis was
I would
five
have
and a half weeks
preferred.
late, though.
I would prefer. Wow.
Yeah,
How?
5.5 weeks.
I almost think that the doctor had your date wrong.
No.
No.
They thought they had my date wrong, and so they bumped it back because it was my first pregnancy, and I was a teenager, so I didn't know anything. So,
That's rude.
so yeah, when she was born, they were like, "Oh no, the original due date was right," and she wouldn't have probably lasted the weekend.
Oof.
Like, she was born on a Friday because everything it was not good. So
Good Lord. Well, I
yeah, I
mean,
wouldn't I would have never went into labor on my own, they said. So
oh good gosh. Well, it's a good thing Ariel didn't wait then.
yeah, Errol was born the day that I had a doctor's appointment to set up my schedule. Like, they were going to, so the nurse practitioner came upstairs and was like, "Oh, good, I'm glad you're here," because it was the Naval Hospital, and they were like, she's like, they don't let us know. She's like, she could obviously see, because I told them when I was in the hospital when we had her, I'm like, I have an appointment this morning with my nurse midwife. Can you like let her know that I'm here? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. They'd never never let her know. She had to like look it up to see if I was part of the admissions from like the night before, and
Good
because we'd
Lord.
gone in at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I wasn't on the first one, and they were all concerned because I missed my appointment and everything. I had an appointment like 9:30 in the morning, so she came upstairs and she was just like, "Oh, there you are." She was like all frantic. It was kind of funny.
Oh man. Well, I think that kind of wraps things up. I think I
It
need
really
to make
does, and we're
a doctor's appointment for a certain teenager. I don't know if you can hear him hacking in the background.
well, hopefully he's just treatable with antibiotics real quick.
Somebody might have strep throat for Christmas.
Ooh, everyone loves strep throat for Christmas. Yay. All right. So, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to remind people to subscribe to our channel. So if you're here, you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like us. Let us know, give us some comments below. Just let us know if you're going to participate in the temperature blanket. And if so, all you need to do on January 1st is start recording the temperatures. We'll come up with our list of things and a game plan on January 5th. So it'll be fun. And then maybe that weekend, I will commit to it. Nichole, I'm not committing Nichole to anything because I'm just throwing her under the bus right now. So, but maybe that weekend we can have like a sit and stitch, right? Well, we can have a sit and stitch so we can kind of all chat and like start our blankets together and kind of maybe get caught up, or, just have them, because once you start getting going with the squares, whether you knit or crochet them,
Right.
it'll start
It'll
flowing
start
along.
coming together quickly.
It will. It will. You can find me everywhere as Heather Spins a Yarn, and you can find Nichole everywhere as Know-it-all-Nikki.
Yep.
And
I think that's
she's
it.
going to have
Everybody
some
have a
guides up
great.
soon and some reviews.
Yeah.
Let's see
Well,
her on her website. No?
maybe
Okay.
this is how Heather, This is how Heather makes me feel guilty when I'm like, I'm not writing, I'm not doing much of anything. I told you, Christmas is the worst time for me to
Don't feel
do a
guilty.
lot of things.
Don't feel guilty.
But
It's okay.
I know it's
All right.
supposed to be good. Okay, so have
All
a
right.
good Christmas, Heather. You and I will probably talk a lot more soon,
Yes.
and we hope everybody has a wonderful and safe holiday, and have a lot of, if you have snow where you are, enjoy it. If you don't have snow where you are, let me know. I will send it. I've had snow since mid-October. So
Gosh, yeah, you have. We've gotten flakes, but nothing's really stuck. So,
well, that's because I haven't wished
and
hard enough for you.
if you guys start a Christmas break cast on, tag us, let us know, show it off. We would love to see them. We can reshare.
Yes, yes. I think I'm going to have something fun to share over on my page later today.
Nice.
Know-it-all-Nikki Facebook. I will probably link it up on Instagram as well, but I've been putting together a Spotify Christmas playlist.
Nice.
Yeah. All the songs that I want to enjoy at Christmas. No Wham, no Mariah Carey. No. So, all right. That's it.
All right.
Have a good
Bye.
Christmas. Have a
Thanks
great
for joining us. Merry Christmas, Happy
Bye.
New Year, and we'll see you on the 5th.